So love is not enough. Let me explain why I mean by love is not enough. So a lot of us today misunderstand the concept of love. We think that falling in love, the idea of falling in love, is really what love is. Love is sacrifice. Love is not a feeling. Love is an action. It's a verb. Love causes you to do. Love is sacrifice. I'm going to emphasize that. Many of us fall in love thinking, I'm going to go in, I'm going to feel good, and then that's it. There's so much more to life. There's so much more to this idea of love. The Bible says in John 3:16, that God so loved the world that he gave. When God loved, he gave. Every day requires that you sacrifice in marriage. Every single day. Even within your friendships. Every day is a choice to give, to be loving, to be caring, not just to be doing things for people, but the very mere action of even wanting to speak to someone, ask them, how are you doing? That is love. That is going beyond how you feel at the moment and reaching out to a soul to ask them. Remember, your spouse is also a child of God. It's not your spouse, now they're demons. No, they're a child of God. So whether you're mad at them or not, God sees them the way they see you. So you have to bear that in mind. Don't just walk around thinking when you're mad at your spouse, the love that God has for them diminishes. That is not true, because nothing can separate us from the love of God. Do you carry agape love? Do you carry unconditional love? You know, the romantic love is good. You know, the filial, you know, it's good, right? But you have to move beyond that and move into companionate love, where there is friendship, where there is true care, there is companionship. All right, that is key. That is what sustains marriage. But today we don't have enough time to build friendship, and so we move into feelings, and that is why it becomes lust. When you build a marriage based on lust, I guarantee you it will not stand, because beauty is vain. The flesh is vain. The flesh changes, your body changes, things change, your mood changes. And so when all those things go out the window, what is your marriage based on? I work with people as a coach. I speak with them, and it's so sad to hear that I just got married because I thought I was in love. Even they couldn't even stand by the fact that they loved this person. They thought they were in love. When you think something, then guess what? You're not sure. You're not convinced. You don't know. There's no basis. There's no reason. It's no solid. You do it because, just because. And the concept of the microwave society, microwave age that we live in causes people to rush into I love you, I love you. And in that rushing, they miss the mark. They miss the mark. It is so important to base your love on more. Now, the Bible says in the book of Galatians chapter 5, verse 22, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Think about your marriage. Do you have all the 9 fruits of the Spirit in your marriage? And a lot of, and the Bible continues to say that against such there's no law. There's no law against kindness. There's no law against forbearance. There's no law against self-control. But a lot of marriages are suffering because people forget to live according to the fruit of the Spirit. So love is not enough, because you need the fruit of the Spirit. And that fruit is going to be seen every day in the way you interact with your spouse. It will be seen in the way you deal with family members. It will be seen in the way you deal with your children. That fruit will be seen, because we'll see the fruit and we will know what was the seed that was planted for that fruit to come out. Fruit is the result. So it's key. So that is the key when it comes to love and showing love and being devoted in marriage, it will take more than butterflies. Because times and seasons, no one is exempt from times and seasons. There's seasons of sickness. There's seasons where money is a problem. There's seasons where it's like there's this friction. There's seasons, ebb and flows, parenting, motherhood poses another challenge to marriage. So as you go through the ebbs and flows of life, nothing should stop you from showing love to your spouse. It becomes difficult when you cannot show. Love is also a fruit of the Spirit, right? Love is by itself. But all these things make up love. Because if you don't love someone, you cannot be kind to them. You cannot be peaceful. People that come home, spouses that come home and give their husbands and their wives difficult times. Like, I don't feel like talking to you. What were you doing all day? All those kind of mean, nasty approach to them. Don't do that. Allow your spouse to maintain their peace. There are things that when you don't have peace, you cannot do. So it's very, very important, guys. So important to begin to walk and operate in a way that there is peace, there is love, there is joy in the home. If you remove joy from your family members, your children, because you're a bully in the house and nobody wants to deal with you, that doesn't look good. And God is looking at you like, what are you doing to your family? That is destructive emotionally. Faithfulness. We'll talk about that in another video. Goodness. Just be gentle with people. Don't throw people off. Just be that person. So love is not enough, because you're going to need all these things. And this is every day. Because there's no law against all the fruit of the Spirit. The 9 fruits, the fruit, make up the fruit, right? So we will see you by your fruit. You may know them by their fruit. What is the fruit that you're bearing in your household? When you're not there, is the difference felt because something is missing? Or when you're not there, people are now at peace and they're breathing. Don't be a terror in your home. So no, love is not enough, because you need more than love to sustain a relationship, to sustain a marriage. You need to make sure that you have respect and commitment to do the right thing, to stand by your spouse regardless of the circumstances that you're going through. So love is not enough. It takes more than love. It takes more than butterflies. It takes more, definitely not lust, because lust has no place in marriage. In today's world, the youth or young people this generation are confusing lust and love. It's not the same. Giving of your body to someone is not love. It's lust. And if the relationship is based on lust, it will not last. For sure. So this is Coach Yeboah. Welcome to my channel. Subscribe and hit that notification bell, so when I make videos, you will be notified.